besties, so we are back with another book video. Now I do just want to say I am so sorry for the lack of an upload on Wednesday. I had the most incredible stomach cramps. Honestly, I could not bring myself to film and I am so sorry. It was just not gonna happen. So instead I sat, I read, I had a hot water bottle, I ate chocolate. What can you do? Do you know what I mean? So in today's video, we are going to be going through all the books I want to read in the month of April. Now I was going to do a spinning wheel picks my TBR or a TBR jar. You guys know I'm a big fan of my TBR jar. However, I have been in such a reading what I'm in the mood for kind of mood, if you know what I mean. Like I have been in such a reading mood, and I thought, you know what, Melody, treat yourself for the month of April and just pick the books you want to read, because there are some books on my radar which I really want to get to, and if I pick a TBR jar, wait, what? No, if I pick a TBR via my TBR jar, for example, and I don't get the books I want, I'm still going to read the books I want, so it kind of didn't make sense for me to do that and then not follow with it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, basically, all that being said, I have decided this month to pick my own TBR, and I thought I would sit down and go through all the books I want to read. I have 7 picked out which I really want to get to in the month of April, and then any others I will just mood read, of course. And I might even try to do a TBR jar picks my reads for the week or something, like a video like that. Let me know if you'd like to see it. I really want to do more reading vlogs, so any reading vlog ideas, let me know down below. Doing a whole series. Would you guys like to see me read the entire Chestnut Spring series, for example, because I really need to read that, and I think that would be fun. Anyway, that being said, grab yourselves a coffee, a tea and a snack, and let's go through all the books I want to read in the month of April. So the first book is Becky's pick for mine and Becky's bestie book club. Now we always basically take it in turns, so each month we just alternate between the 3 of us, and this month it's obviously Becky's pick. Becky, they're also both Welsh actually, so to try and explain them both to you, it's very hard. There's Becky with an I and Becky with a Y. It's Becky with an I's pick this time, and she decided to go for Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I do in fact own this book, however, it is currently on the top shelf underneath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 books. I'm not climbing up there to get it down because I can honestly just see myself breaking my ankle. So we're going to insert a photo. I don't really know much about what this one is about. From what I remember kind of briefly reading about this one, I think it's like a small town romancy vibe, I think. I'm going to go into it blind. I love going into books blind. I mean, that being said, I will go through a few of the synopsis of the books I have here. I'm very excited about this one. I've heard good things and I've had it on my TBR for ages. There is a fly flying around this room. That's what I get for having the windows open when it's like slightly nice outside. Bugs. Anyway, let's move on. So sticking with the book club theme, if you guys don't know, I do actually run 2 book clubs, one of which is on my own and one of which is with my bestie Kelsey, and this is the Across the Pond book club. All details of those are down below. They're both free, they're both fun. Come over and join us. But for mine and Kelsey's book club, the vote that came through was actually Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I cannot quite believe I've not read this one yet, because I have been meaning to read this book for so long, and it's just one of those things. Like for me, Taylor Jenkins Reid is such an incredible author. Like she never fails to just have me immersed in her world, and I just honestly have nothing really bad to say about her. The only book I didn't love was Carrie Soto's Back, but that is because I don't really like tennis, and there was a lot of tennis talk, but then the things that happened in that book had me like sobbing. So like it was one of those, like I didn't love it but I didn't hate it. Anyway, this is Atmosphere, and from what I can gather, this one is about space, I'm pretty sure. So let's have a little read of the synopsis. So, in the summer of 1980, astrophysics professor Joan Goodwin begins training to be an astronaut at Houston's Johnson Space Center, alongside an exceptional group of fellow candidates. Top Gun pilot Hank Redmond, Top Gun, very exciting, mission specialist John Griffin and Linda Danes, warm-hearted Donna Fitzgerald and Vanessa Ford, a magnetic and mysterious astronautical, these are going to have some big words, I'm feeling that, astronautical engineer. As the new astronauts prepare for their first flights, Joan finds a passion and a love she never imagined, and begins to question everything she believes about her place in the observable universe. My goodness. Then in December of 1984, on a mission, everything changes in an instant. Atmosphere is Taylor Jenkins Reid at her best, transporting readers to iconic times and places, creating complex protagonists and telling a passionate and soaring story about transformative power of love, this time among the stars. I am very excited about this. I love, like I said, Taylor Jenkins Reid. Like, some of her books have truly been the best I've ever read. Like, I will forever buy her books. She's an author by author for me, and I'm just very excited. So this is our book of the month. So if you guys want to read along with us, you are more than welcome. Again, all the links are down below. I feel like we may as well stick with the book club theme. So my book club, which is the Besties book club, we had a vote and I left it up for a week. I let you guys really think about what book you want to read, because it's a hard one. Like, sometimes each month I just don't even know which one I want to pick, but the book we've decided to go for is The Favourite by Lane Fargo. I have been meaning to read this book for so long, like incredibly long. I've had this on my TBR for ages, and I've heard so many good things about this book that I really needed to pick it up. Like, it was one of those things that I just had to pick up. The cover is beautiful, and from what I know, this is essentially, it kind of gives off that Daisy Jones and the Six like interview style, I'm pretty sure, from what I can gather, although it doesn't really look, oh wait, does it? I don't know, I feel like I can't keep reading it because it's gonna spoil, but yeah, that is the vibe I'm getting. But they're ice skaters, and I have heard insane things about this book. So on the back of this one it says, childhood sweethearts turned Olympic hopefuls. They captivated fans with their scorching chemistry, rebellious style and roller coaster relationship on and off the ice, until that fateful day as the world watched, the unthinkable happened. I'm excited. Like, that, I don't know, I feel like I personally, I didn't love Daisy Jones and the Six as much as I should have loved it. Like, when I read it, I think it was, oh my goodness, like 2-3 years ago, something like that, and I liked it. I just wasn't obsessed with it, you know? So maybe this one will change my mind on the whole interview style thing. I don't know. I'm excited though, and I've heard there's some heartbreaking things, so I'm very excited about that. So the next book I'm going to show you is going to be a slight spoiler as to what I read in the month of March, which will be the next video going up after this one, so make sure you subscribe. But I was on a binge, okay? So basically, if you guys don't know, we're going to take it back. I'm basically going to introduce myself. So my name's Melody, and about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, I was in the middle of 30 series. I'm not even kidding. I have been in the middle of so many series for so long. I've whittled it down. We have got it so small now, which I'm so impressed with. However, I basically have set a rule to myself that if I now start a series, I need to finish it, like, within the next few months. Like, I need to basically keep active on reading the series, because otherwise, not only do I forget what happened at the beginning of the series, it just stays on this list and it is never ending. For example, I have been in the middle of Zodiac Academy for over 1 year. I have read 2 books. So I feel like I don't want that to happen to everything. So anyway, basically, that being said, last month I read, I think, was it 5 books out of a series, which I was so impressed with myself, and I have the last one to read before the next book in the series comes out, I think in September. So the next book on my TBR is The Long Game by Rachel Reed. Now, if you guys don't know, this is essentially a male-male hockey romance series, which I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect to love it. Like, I love a good male-male romance. I find them really enjoyable, they're really fun, they're usually very heartwarming, and they always focus on a lot of like different aspects, if you know what I mean. However, this series has been fantastic. I have really enjoyed it. A lot of the books have either been a 4 or a 3 star, and this one focuses on Ilya and Shane, which you basically read in book 2 and you see throughout the series. If you guys haven't watched the series Heated Rivalry, that is who I believe the series is based on, and I haven't even watched it yet. I need to hurry up and watch it, but I'm very excited to finally finish the last book in the series before the next one comes out, I think again in September. I might be wrong. Is it October? It's somewhere towards the end of the year. There's the next book that's coming out, but I am so excited to dive into this one. This one is a bit of a chunky one, I'm not gonna lie. We are looking at over 400 pages, but I'm very excited to dive in. I can't really read the back of this one because firstly it will spoil it for me, and secondly it will spoil it for you, but all you need to know is that Ilya and Shane are just so enjoyable. Actually, I did a reading vlog on reading Heated Rivalry, but I can't speak. Heated Rivalry. If you guys want to know my thoughts and feelings, go and watch that. I can't wait to dive into this one. So that is the next book we're diving into. Okay, so last but definitely not least, I know this has been a very short video. However, the next 3 books are all from the same series. And again, this is a thing. I'm gonna start a series in the month of April, so I want to make a huge dent. So obviously you guys would have heard the news that we are going to be having 2 brand new ACOTAR books coming for us in October and January. Now, I have heard through the grapevine, I might be wrong, so please let me know. I've heard through the grapevine that you should read all of Sarah J Maas's universe before reading those books. Let me know if I'm wrong. I mean, I'm still going to start this anyway because it's been a time and I feel like I need to hurry up. That is what I've heard. And I have only read ACOTAR, as in like the 5 books. That is all I've read. I have got all of Throne of Glass to read, all of Crescent City to read, ideally before October, which is not long. So basically me and Kelsey, you guys know her, I've done many a video with Kelsey before, we said let's buddy read Throne of Glass. So I basically said, right, let's read Assassin's Blade because that is what we're going to be starting off with. So this is obviously book 1. You can read this series in a few different orders. We're going to go with Assassin's Blade first because every single person that I've asked that have read this series either read this first or wishes they read this first. So I am going to start with this one. I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about what Throne of Glass is about and I kind of like that, so I will hold the back up so you guys can have a read. But I really don't want to read it myself because I just feel like going into this blind and having no idea what's going on, like I can't wait for that. So this is a book number 1 and that is the first book, obviously. Then we said, well, why don't we just follow on with Throne of Glass, because again, we've got April, May, June, July, August, September, October. We have 7 months to read God knows how many books. Actually, more so, God knows how many pages, because some of these in this series are massive. The Crescent City series is huge. Like, it's a 3-book series, but they're all massive. So I need to hurry up. So I also said, let's pick up Throne of Glass and read that one as well. So this is the next one. Again, I'm not going to read the back, but if you want to, you are more than welcome to have a little read of that one as well. And then this was a last minute edition. I haven't actually told Kelsey yet. So if you're watching this, Kelsey, let me know if you're up for it, because I feel like we could do this, okay? The next book, obviously, Crown of Midnight. I just feel like this one is also quite small. It's only going to be, what, 400 pages, something like that, and I just feel like if we can get all 3 of these done in April, that is a really good chunk to get through in a month. So basically that is my plan. I am going to get through the beginning of Throne of Glass, which I'm really excited about. The only thing that upsets me is that this series is not on Kindle Unlimited, which means I'm gonna have to read the physical books, which isn't a problem. However, I don't like to break the spines of my books, and our books in the UK, I mean, this one's not so bad, but like we can't open the book, you know, they're not like the nice American version, so I just feel like I'm gonna have to read it really carefully. But anyway, that is basically the plan. We are going to start our Throne of Glass journey, and I would love to know down below, have you read this series? Have you read all of Sarah J Maas's work? I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Are you excited for the new ACOTAR books? Let me know. The only thing about them that I'm a little bit upset about is they're coming out in a hardback, which is killing me, because you guys know I have to have my books matching. So now in my head I'm like, well, do I repurchase all the ACOTAR books in hardback? That's where I'm at. But then I bet you they won't match either. It's going to be a nightmare. Anyway, that is besides the point. We are going to read these 3 books in the month of April. So those are all of the books that I am planning to read in the month of April. As I said as well, I will be mood reading in between and probably listening to a few audiobooks as well. So hopefully at the end of April we will have a massive list of books that I read. That is the plan. I really want to try and do a really big reading month in the month of April, so fingers crossed. Those are all the books I'm planning to read. I would love to know down below what books are on your radar this next month. I'm very, very excited, and I would love to know what you're going to be picking up as well. Also, if you guys haven't yet subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button. We are on our way to 13,000 of you, and I would absolutely love to hit that this year. So if you haven't subscribed, please, please do. I love you guys so incredibly much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.